everyone, welcome back to my channel SkillUp Tutorials, one lesson at a time. In today's video, I am going to explain about arrays in non-primitive data types. Okay, let us see what is meant by an array. An array stores multiple values in a single variable. It allows you to organize related data efficiently. Array is non-homogeneous. Then what is meant by the term non-homogeneous? Means it is the combination of data types, like for example, it may have a number, a string, and a boolean also. It is a combination of data type. Arrays are special type of object. In my last video, I explained about object and I will add this in the top right corner of the video. You can check there. And arrays are enclosed in square brackets. And how to create an array? To create an array, we have two types. The first one is array literal, and the second one is by using new keyword. Now let us go to the execution to understand it more. Okay, now let's start by declaring, like I will take fruits equal to. Directly you can do like this. And I am adding apple and banana and let's take kiwi. This is just an example, so I'm just taking three fruits as an example. If you want to display only the first element, you can display like this, like console dot log of fruits of, what is the name of the variable? Fruits of means square bracket 0. Array is index based. That means by using the index values, we can declare the variables. That is, the index will be started from 0. This is 0, this is 1, and this is 2. Like this we can do. And if you want to print banana, you can use 1. And if you want to print kiwi, you can use 2 here. Now let's print the whole array console dot log of fruits. Now let's see how it will be displayed. Save the file and run it. Now, as you can see, fruits of 0 is the first element in the fruits variable is 0 and all the elements are displayed. Okay, if you want to display the last element, let's write here. First, I will show how to display this. Let's see how to find the length so that you will get the final element easily. Okay, I will show console.log of how to find the length of the array. That means we have one method fruits dot length. We can use like this fruits dot length. You will get the length of the array. Okay, let's see. Save it and run it. Yeah, you can see it here. 3 is displayed. As we all know that when we want to use index based array, then which value comes here? This is in the place of second place. This is 3. If we want to get this item, then what we need to do? We need to take this number, we need to subtract 1 from this so that we will get this because the index value of this is 0, this is 1, this is 2. To get the last element, you need to find the length and you need to subtract 1 from it so that you will get it easily. Okay, now let's see console.log of. How can we get that? Fruits dot length minus 1. Same as above, but we are using length. Then what we will get in this? We will get the 2 value. But we don't want the number. We want the element. For getting this element, what we need to do? What we did here? We mentioned the element. That means this number. Index number we mentioned here. We got the index number. Then what we need to do? We need to add this array before this. So let's add it. Same as like above. Roots of. just as you can observe, this is the index value. To get index value, we find the length of the array and we subtracted 1 from it. And same as like above we did. Now let's see what we will get. Save it and run it. See, as you can see here, we got the last element. So this is how we can find the first element, last element, at any element we can do like this. And now let's find type of this. Like we know that is array, but how the compiler will give, let's see. Console.log of type of. In primitive data types, I used this type of keyword, and here also you can use this fruits. Then what we think is we will get it as array, but we don't get it as array. We will get it as object. While I am explaining, I also explain this. As we can see here, arrays are special type of objects. In this case, we can say that arrays are special. Why, I will explain. First, let's see the execution. See, you got object. This is not array. Then why we get like this? You will get a doubt. Okay, let's take an example and I will explain. Let no const. As I said before, we need to use const for objects. Obj equal to use curly braces and I am using observe this. Okay, yeah, I am taking instead of 1, B I am taking, and for 2 I am taking 3. So C. As you can see here, these are properties and these are values. Here, as you can observe in this, you can observe that these are properties are like same as like index values. So, how can we say that? If we use index values in the properties, then it may become as array in some situations. Like this is one of the situation. Here the object acts as a array. So we call array is a part of object and it is a special type. So we call it like this. I will try to show console.log of. If I try to print fruits of 0, then what should I get? Apple. I will change this so you will get the clarity. A, B, and let's take this as K, and I will change it as K. I'm taking the first alphabet, so and also see console.log of what we can mention here. Obj of is save it and run it. Yes, you can see what is the difference between them. There is no difference. A little bit difference is these will be acted as property values and this is like array values. Only small difference is there. In this situation only, the arrays will act as the objects. And in objects have many situations. Okay, shit. Okay, now let's see average of 0. Now let's see what we get as output. As you can see here, same output was displaying. Object may have many types, but in this situation only it acts as the array. So if I don't want to display it as object, I want to display it as only array, then how can I do like that? Console.log of array dot is array. There is a method called is array of give it. Like what was it? Fruits. Now let's save it and run it. Yes, it's showing true. True means it is the array. So like this you can do to find the type whether it is an array or not. And we have some methods for adding elements into the methods. Add elements into array. Now let's check. To add elements in the array, we have two methods, that is push and then unshift. Then what is the difference between them? Push will add the elements at end of the array and it will add at the beginning. Now let's see with an example. Let's take fruits dot push off. Let's take mango. So I'm giving M and fruits dot unshift of. Let's take orange. So I'm giving O. Now let's see where they are added. Console dot logo fruits. Okay, save it and run it. As you can see here, push means it will be added at the end of the array. So mango is added at the end of the array. And unshift means it will be added at beginning of the array. So O is added here. Like this we can add. And now let's see how can we delete. Before going to that, you may have one doubt. Okay, you said to how to add at the beginning of the array and at end of the array. I don't want to add beginning and ending. I want to add in middle or somewhere else. Then how can I do this? If you know the index values, then you can do like this. Like fruits. No, not don't use fruits. Yeah, fruits of. Now let's take. I want to add in the first index equal to. I want to add pear. So I am taking pear. Okay, now let's one more time print it and save it and run it so that we can see what happens. Yeah, as you can see in the first index, you can add the item. Not only in first index, you can add at anywhere if you know the index values. If you don't know the indices, then what can I do? Here you have one more method that is called splice. I think never haven't heard about this. Let me explain the syntax of this. Now let's take the syntax array name dot splice of start index. That means where you need to start adding elements. Like not only one element, you can add two or more elements. So here you need to add start index and delete count. I will explain this, wait. And the elements you need to add, like element number 1, 2, and so on, you can do like this. Then start index means, I said before, like from where, which index you want us to start. That means I want to start from index 1, as I said before. Here I kept index 1. That means P should be placed in the place of index 1. Here start index means from index 1, the elements which you are adding will be added from here onwards. Okay, that is called start index. Then what is meant by delete count? Delete count means, for example, I selected the start index as 1. Okay, I will show. I selected the start index as 1 and I added 0. 0 means delete count. Delete count means I don't want to delete any elements in the original array and I want to only add my elements so that if you want like that, you can add like this and you can keep going like this. Add the values which you want. Okay, any number of items you can add like this. Okay, for example, if I want to delete one element, then what happens? Then keep one. That means here the P will be deleted. Okay, and then the new value is added. Okay, now let's see. with an example. Okay, let's see. No, I'm just deleting. No, okay. What is the array name? Fruits dot splice. As you can see, this method splice of what at what index I want to. Let's take one for example. If I don't want to delete anything. Okay, and I wanted to add like let's take s. Just for example, I am telling. Okay, now let's see what happened here. Console dot. Here I added two elements. So now let's see the original array. What changes are made in that? Mm, yeah, as you can see here, in place of P, I enter first index, S and D are placed, and this P is moved to third position. Okay, that means 0, 1, 2, 3, third index, it is moved. For example, if I mention 1 here, now let's see what happens. See, P was deleted because here I am starting from here. So from here S and D are placed. I said one element should be deleted. After this S and D, what element will be there? P will be there. So P was deleted. If I enter 2, then two elements will be deleted. Now let's see. Save it and run it. See. P and B both are deleted because here I mentioned 2 as a number. Okay, like this we can use this. And this method also returns what it returns. It returns removed values. Let's take RAM and now let's print it. What are the elements are removed from it will be added into this RAM variable. Okay, now let's see. It created an array because this is an array and the deleted elements are added into this. That means you need to observe one thing. This splice method returns an array of values which are removed from that original array. Okay, like this it will be worked. This is for adding values at any place. Add values at any place you want. You can do like this. Okay. And now let's talk about delete. If you want to delete, you can use this. Then how can I use this? Before you said this is for adding values at any place. Now you are saying that we can delete by using this. Can it be possible? Just remove these two. That's it. What happens here? A starting index and this is the delete count. So you can delete two elements starting from first index. This is very easy concept. At a time, we can delete any number of elements. And from where we need to delete, then from there we can delete this. This is very simple. Okay, now let's save it and check it whether it is deleted or not. See, this is the no, this is the original array. Okay, see, this is the original array after deleting. P and B both are deleted. This is deleted items. Okay, like this we can also delete the items. And or else you can also delete if you know the particular index, then you can delete like delete roots. Finally, these three elements are there. So I will delete this last one. Okay, be conscious about what are the elements are present in that. Okay, 0, 1, 2. Okay. Okay, now let's see console.log of fruits. Now let's print it. Okay, now let's see the output. This element was deleted. As you can see here, empty item. That means a hole was created while using this delete option. That means if you want, you can add any item. This hole will be filled with that new item. Okay, this is not recommended method because if we use this, for example, if I try to, I will show. Wait. If I try to delete the value one so that you will understand. If I see here, middle of the array, the empty hole was happened. In natural terms, what it happens, this element was being deleted and this element is placed in here. As you can see, P and B are deleted and K and M are placed in that place. So in here, this doesn't happen. So I don't recommend to use this delete method because this is not good. And you you can ask one thing. Here we have push and unshift method. And does it have any methods? Yes, it does have. Those are the first one is pop and the next one is shift method. Okay. What these two methods do is the pop deletes the last element and shift deletes the first element. Okay. Now I am deleting this because all are get deleted. And now let's delete this fruits. Firstly, let's see what are the elements are there so that we can delete accordingly. Finally, these three are there. Okay, now let's fruits dot pop. Yes. Now let's see. Run and see. Okay, this was not done. Yeah. OK, M are present. Deleted the last element, then OK are there. Okay, now let me try to delete the first element, fruits dot shift off. That's it. Now let's see. I'm also printing this here so that we don't get any doubt. Okay, now let's go down and see. Yes, as you can see, the first element was deleted by using this shift. So finally, the K was there. Okay, this is how we can delete. This is the end of the video. I hope you all understand about array, then how to add elements, how to delete elements, and how can we access the array. So if you have any queries, please comment below. Please do like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.